This is going to be probably one of the easiest page you will ever make with me. Let's start by covering my background with clear gel. So this is primer. We're preparing our background or a page, our surface for any kind of mediums to work on top. Let's dry this. I dry my page, and now my next step is to make sure that I'm gonna make it straight, and I'm putting extra heavy books on top. And while your page is still kind of warm, it will help it out to straighten it if you feel that it's buckling or something. So once it's warm, close the book, leave it for a few minutes. In the meantime, I have been thinking, how about using some butterflies? I can't make up my mind. I honestly have been thinking about this butterfly or where's that other green one, or this, not this one actually, this butterfly. And also I thought, how about mixing this and this together? So let's cut this in the meantime while the page is drying and straightening. I was thinking maybe to put one butterfly on top of another and make it more a 3D look. The collage books are from Amazon, so check the links if you are curious. Back to you to show you a little mistake I made. I somehow didn't see that I'm putting mediums and things on the singular page. You can see it was not primed, so it wasn't flowing well, and I was like, what's wrong? I never noticed it. So I'm gonna start again. I'm just gonna cover up this little part where we have the mediums that went through. No problem at all. Honestly, those little hiccups, the fact that there's something peeking through, whichever, I think it always makes the book more personal and more special than this super perfectly looking pages or books, or same for studios, you know. I don't mind when there's a little mess because, well, not a huge one, because that could be difficult. But a small mess is always a good one, because it means that we do create in it, we use it, we love it. Okay, from this page I've learned that my ink is very dry. It's quite bad ink. I'm just looking around, but I don't see any other. I just probably have to get a new ink. That's my guess. So what I will do is I'm gonna just grab my ink into the stamp more and maybe press it for longer or something. I don't know. I didn't think it's this old, but maybe it is. Now I have this gorgeous stamp, wooden stamp. It's from France, I think, French company, Florigis design. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's French. I'm gonna try to have this somewhere like that, and maybe just hold it longer or something. I don't know, because oh, see, it's still oh, I think I even moved it. No, maybe I didn't. That's okay. It's better than the other one, because the other maybe it also didn't stamp well because I didn't prime my page. I don't know. I don't think it should matter though, isn't it? But let's see. So I'm gonna just grab it now. Here, press it firmly. My butterflies are ready, by the way. There's one, and I don't know where I put it. The other one, the smaller one, it flew away without antennas. Maybe it went down. Oh, that looked so much better. Okay, that's that. Then I have another one which I love to bits. This one, it's this end or this end. I usually use the ends. So what I may do is I just will grab this and just hopefully do a little bit of stamping here. Lovely. And same for here. I'm just gonna grab and stamp it here. Beautiful. And maybe here as well, just a touch, and super awesome. And here now we have I added this here, but it didn't do well to be. Oh, I have the butterfly. Look, it's going to be like this. It didn't do well, it didn't do too good, you know, so I may just skip that part with this actual stamp since we have the butterflies. So maybe better that it happened this way. I also have this cute stamp. This one is like on the post place, you know, like a postman stamp. Not postman, but you know, like when people are signing some documents or whichever, and that's return ticket. I don't know. I like it, so I may just oh, I love it. Stamp it anyway. You see, this feels so much better when it comes to the the ink this time. Well, it would be better if I would be straight with it, but I wasn't, so that's okay. Okay, that's what we have, a little bit here and there. Now I also have my own stamp, which I love, and I think I would love a little bit of extra mixture of stamp even here. Lovely jubbly. Now it's time to do a little bit of color. I've got my watercolors. They're quite, they're actually quite dusty because I have them open all the time. And you know what? Since I'm not doing watercolors per se anymore, more like a background color or shading or whichever, I honestly don't mind. My next thing is to kind of try to gather the actual colors or colors that would look beautiful here with the butterflies, and just to see if this color matches or some other color will match. No, not necessarily. What about this bluey? Ooh, that's nice. I barely do blue, isn't it? I think I barely do blue. Now what about this color? No, I don't know what I'm looking for, to be honest, but I'm looking for something that will just feel right. Oh, red background, how's that? Probably a little bit of brown, a little bit of orangey color, or this blue. No, do you know what? Maybe I'm gonna just grab that green, which is kind of greeny. I may just do like this. I may just do with a little bit more water onto my paints, and I'm gonna be courageous and just spray in places and see what happens. And let's have a little bit of that. So we have a little bit of green, and maybe we can have a little bit of a helping hand with that green. Then how about a touches of that blue in places as well? You see the movement of the paint is there because there is water, but I'm gonna just grab this, and I'm gonna grab this to make it straight. There we go. So there is water, and there's also primer, which was the gesso, and that helps us to I'm not too sure I love so much of that green here, so let's just clean it off. That's fine. We have some bit of this goldy, yellowy, you know. I think it's beautiful to just have freedom of color, just guess what and where you can add. Ooh. Now we have two colors, right? As in two different butterflies. One is more bluey, which would be nice to have a touch of blue here and there. One is more green. Let's see. That's that, and that's that. I think I would love a little bit of movement going this kind of direction. What about that? Oh, that's purple. No, that was purple. I did not know it was purple. Okay, let's have this. I think a touch of, oh, I love this now. A touch of that orangey color from here, this one. Ooh, I love it. And you know what would be amazing, I think? Grab a good of a pigment and look and have that spray going on. And I think I'm gonna try to create a little bit of red. There we go. A touch because of that. Well, it's not really red, isn't it? It's more orangey. What about this color? Oh, there we go. That's the color we should be aiming for. Okay, so here is that. Let's grab the brush here and movement. The pigment, the actual, what's the word? The actual page is still wet. Now a little bit of water, and let's allow the pigment to play the role. I love this bit here. We could have something quite similar if I'm gonna grab a bit more yellow. Oh, I love this. How gorgeous. So we're focusing our energy on the sides of this spread right now and a little bit of the middle. So here is the butterfly. It's going to, oopsie, it's going to be going this way, and it looks gorgeous. We can have a little bit of movement there. Wow, lovely. Now this is gorgeous as it is. I'm kind of in a fear of making it baddish in color, in any sort, like, oh, let's have a tiny touch of that blue here. Oh, yes, absolutely. And wouldn't that be amazing to have some sprinkles of blue? Look, but the sprinkles really should be happening when we have everything dry. This would help hugely. Now I think it's time to actually dry. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Let's dry this and let's get back to it. I think it's a bit too much. Oh, there we go. Too striking orangey. Let's dry this. Oh, I love it. Let's dry this and then we do some splashes. As I'm drying, you can see that I'm pushing more, like I'm drying close, look. And I'm pushing that pigment purposely to create those sort of like a water splattery thing. But look, and also look, you can also do this. I used to do that all the time. I used to love all sorts of mixed media in this sense, in this kind. I sort of forgot about it, you know. I love that movement. If you don't like it, look, just tape it, take this thingy and have a little bit of a play. You can have less and more of those. You can make the splatters like this going down even purposely with some other color. Let's say, what if we would love to have a touch of that orangey pink, orangey, let's say here, and let's say here and here. So it's like purposely did done a little bit of that color pigment movement and something like that. Then when you have your butterflies, you can see how gorgeous this would be. We could do a little bit of, I love that tealy there. I lost it somewhere, which it's just gorgeous. So we can still add a little bit of color here, a little bit of color there, just to see. How about being brave now and try to grab even more of that pigment and have them actually falling down in those places. Imagine this now. It doesn't want to go, don't worry. Rinse a little bit of your brush and have a bit of, there we go, a little bit of that movement forced. You probably should say it's forced, but you know what, it's okay, because that's what we love seeing. If it's a bit too much going on there, oh, look, it's so pretty. I'm not fan of having like boom boom straight lines equally the same lying down. I kind of never was. I always have been trying to look for like a different sort of like for me they're too even, you know. Oh, if I can get rid of something and make it more like we're building that, but at the same time I wish this to be more random, and sometimes it's very difficult to have the actual randomness of the splatters, you know, if you're helping it. I think now it looks more, I don't know, natural or something. Oh, this is going to be so beautiful. Now let's dry this. That's gonna be probably the final dry now. I found a lovely stamp from Agateria with little like design of not stars, more like crosses, that's the one. And I think it would be nice to have this here. So what I may do is I will glue this down and do a little bit of stamping. I'll show you what I mean. I show you why, I show you how, because I have this idea. I love doing this. I think last time I did it was on the live class where I did that stamping with my digi papers. Okay, by the way, if you're looking for some butterflies and you don't have the book, you can check my digi papers on my website, Maremi Small Art. I'll try to make some new designs. I didn't have time, to be honest, because time is issue for everyone these days, isn't it? Time. Okay, now I wish this to be more straight, Let's see if I can, well, it is straight, but it's just my eye feels it isn't, but it is. So okay, there we go. So that's that. And the stamping idea, what I love to do is, I'll show you what I love doing. So let's say I'm gonna grab just a little piece of paper actually. So I'm gonna grab this and ooh, fresh new stamp. I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna do a little bit of stamping here. There we go, where the butterfly wings are ending, sort of on the edges. So preferably I would like to have like a border kind of thing, and I purposely don't use the block. There we go, beautiful. I prefer not to. I like working free-handed with the stamps. So it's like a border, so it's going to be a bit darker where the actual butterfly wings are. Oh, I love this. Same for here. Let's see if we can do it now. I think, wouldn't that be nicer if we could have something going on like in there? So let's grab this and let's grab here and let's have a little bit of stamping. There we go, that's better. So I'm gonna have a little bit of stamping going on here. I think I just like the design going this way, which opposite to this way. I just never noticed it, so I'm gonna try to have this is better now. There we go, and let's do same thing here. There we go. Exactly, I think that's the problem. I just don't like how I turned the stamping there. I don't think I can change it in any way. Can I? I'm gonna try. No. Will that destroy the actual look? Probably. Yes, I would say that it would. There we go. Do you know what? I'll just leave it as it is. It is gorgeous though. I do love it. I do love how darker it is. So maybe, one second, do you know what? Do I have any other design interesting enough for... So we have this one, but there is maybe... Ooh, those stars. Maybe not. One second. But how about adding actually one more go? Let's see, make it even darker. Oh, there we go. I'd say so. And it actually does help with the design to look smoother. Oh, I prefer that diagonal. You know, you could place it like that or like this, and just this works for my eye better, if you know what I mean. There we go. And I'd say, oops, I'd say like here. Oh, lovely. Wow. And maybe, there we go. That's it. Now, one thing I do love and miss here a little bit, it's the contrast between white and the color. And I think I would love to have a little bit of white going on there. I'm not too sure. Should I use the gesso or should I use what should I use? Or maybe white pen. I somehow feel that I wish to have some bits lighter. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna use the white gesso actually. Let's see. I just love the idea of having just a little bit of that blend that white gives, a little bit of that I don't know, just there's something about it that, oops, I didn't mean for that. No, I did not mean for that. That's okay. Of course, the gesso is water based, so it will react with the pigment. That's why I love the how it acts as well. In some places like here, I wish for even more white to be even more bright there. In some of the places, same for here. There we go. This probably went too much, but that's okay. Don't worry, guys, don't worry. Okay, now the next step that I think it could be nice, it's if we could, actually one more, maybe here a little bit more. If we could have a little bit of white splashes going on, I think that would be so nice. My fingers are dirty, so it's harder to do. There we go. I think I wish for this to be a little bit more. There we go. Now I'm gonna grab some baby wipes in the meantime, and I think we could have a little bit of color going on. Do you remember? Oops, I did it in my coffee. Do you remember when we were saying about the orangey kind of color, splashy tones, something? I think that would be so good. So let's do that. Alright, I think we need some bit of more. There we go. Okay, the next one that we could have could be that tealy color. That would be lovely. Oh yes, I just need the brush to be cleaner, because I'm just using the same brush to everything, so there we go. Oh wow, the last will be the white, but that will be when I add the small butterfly as well. For now I'm kind of like building the first layer. The green one or this green one? Maybe this green, yes. I'd say, I don't know about you, but I love the orangey one, so I'm gonna grab even more of that. Okay, the next thing will be to add our, maybe this butterfly here. I'm adding it kind of in a 3D option, so it's going to be there on top. I'm gonna hold it a little bit so that we have, oh, that's so pretty, so that we have the wings, you know, stand out more. Okay, and let's see if we can have some white as well going on. Let's see. Okay. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, maybe I could have skipped the white part for this. Like, I do like it, but I think I somehow missed the beauty of the color that I created. I don't know, it just feels that I could have maybe leave it and not go for my usual self, if you know what I mean. Then again, I do love it, I do think it's gorgeous, but you know, sometimes you see things differently afterwards, I guess. I also wish to add some title. Okay, let's try this. Happiness is enjoying the little things in life. I'd say perfect. I love that. I love the little titles. I think I got these from Temu. I don't know, I can't remember, but I think they were like from either Temu or somewhere like that. Happiness is enjoying the little things in life. So what else? You may about happiness. Always believe that something amazing is about to happen. I love that too. With the butterflies, anytime I use butterflies, it just feels that you can add anything as your title and it will be just fantastic. I feel for one more, a small, do more of what makes you happy. There we go. And I'm gonna put it here. Oh, I love that. Now, one thing I think would be probably lovely to do is find my pencil, which would be lovely to do but difficult. Oh, I have it. So I have this one, and that's the one that I always use, the bark color. Let's see if we can have a little bit of that pigment movement here, like a little bit of that shadowy color, you know, going on. The butterfly is not primed, so be very careful. I'm gonna bring this. This water is this water is clean compared to other. The butterfly is not primed, so be careful because you may not have enough of the movement on the butterfly if you will add too much. So I'm adding a little bit of pigment, and then I'm gonna try to drag it and just make this. There we go, a little bit more like this. I hope you can see. Now we're gonna do the same here on the, and pointy brush, it's really good. It helps to be quite precise, if you will see. We're making the shadow, we're making the butterfly to stand out more from the page. And of course, as I will add extra water, it will help out to move the pigment more and make it even more standing out. And yes, it will mix and match a little bit with your splashes as well. That's okay. That's okay. Oops. And the more water it's there, it will probably sink into the butterfly, but that's okay too. I'm just adding gently because the surface is still wet, so of course it does take the pigment quite nicely. So I'm gonna just add it here as well. Now, too much water can be too much and may feel overwhelming, so be careful with that. And then if your pigment is running inside under it feels that it's under the wing, move it more and have less water. I hope that makes sense. As you can see, I'm taking my pigment directly from my pencil, sorry, not from my pen, from my pencil. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Shading, shadowing, it's really a work of love, I would say. A little bit of challenging maybe for some, but you just have to practice, and it is such a joy to see how your image stands out more and more and more from your page and creates this gorgeous look that is like a very dimensional feel and, you know, 3D sort of effect. So that's left side pretty much done. Well, I'm gonna have to add this here as well, and then I'm gonna just go to this side. I'm left-handed, so it's probably easier to just grab this here and have a little bit of that movement. Quickly grab from the brush, from the pencil, and have this going on, and then I'm gonna do the same here on the edges. I think it's kind of, it really does the job. It really does frame the butterfly. It frames, it gives this definition, it power as well. I think it just shows the beauty and make it owning excuse me, owning the page, if you know what I mean. It's like, you know, it's a center of attention, and it's a beautiful shading, shadowing going on. Now the whiteness that we have as well in some places, now you can see how much better it makes sense, because if you have only the color and no contrast, you may lose out a little bit. When I said about the white, I was like, I'm not sure, because you know, the easiest for us is to go with the flow, with in our comfort zone, and do how we always do. So in a sense, I felt like, why didn't you leave that color behind it? Why did you change it, you know? But now I'm looking, and you know, my old self, yes, it's a little bit inside my comfort zone, but I do love the outcome. Like, look at it, it is gorgeous. The colors are gorgeous working together. The whiteness brings to stand out the brown sepia, not sepia, the bark color even more. So that's okay if you love doing your things as well in your comfort zone, as much as being challenged, you know. So don't feel you have to be challenged all the time in your projects, not at all. Look, I think it looks spectacular. I really do. I really love this. I really love how much shading changed it, how beautiful it looks and all. Now, there we go. Maybe just a little bit more. You see that it took time to be everywhere, and to kind of really gives that color and darker at the edges, and then going away, it's kind of giving we kind of more darker at where you meet the paper and the brush, and then you lifting the color more, and with the water you help it out. Now maybe, sorry about being in the camera with my hand, maybe a little bit there. I think we're nearly done there, to be honest. We very much so done, because you don't want to overdo it. I feel it's like we're nearly there. Oh, it's gorgeous. One more thing here, I'd say, to the wing. Same for here. Oh, maybe too much. That's okay. Now, what I would love is to have, just on top of that, I may do that because it's lifting up, and that happens a lot of times. It's normal that a small sticker would lift, okay, gently, because if you will be too pushy with on your stickers on the background, like here, because it's water-based, it will lift the color. So be careful, don't go over too much, like one touch and that's it. Last touches, it's going to be splashes with the same color as our shading, which is the bark color from Inktense. Yeah, I'd say I need more, Marta. You need more than that to make this move. There we go. Maybe here as well, where the sayings are. And in the middle here, a lot, and here. Yeah, I think I can call this one done. I think we can call this one done. Oh no, except one thing. Wow, how can I forget? How come I forgot? We're gonna do a tiny touch of the here, which is the the sayings, a tiny touch. I hope you can tell. It's like more like a making the that it's there than anything. Making this blend into the page actually. Same for here. In between, that could be hard. That could be hard. That's okay. Oh, that's even nicer now that you just blend in this. And if you don't like it, because it was primed, look, you can still clean it off if you really want to. I'm sure you can see, clean it off if you want to, because it was primed. So priming is really a good thing, you know, it really is a good thing. I love how dirty it is, but it's not in your face anymore, the whiteness of it, which is lovely. And yes, now once this is fully dry, you can put it on some heavy books on top and dry it, so, and straighten it, sorry. For now, we will be finishing this lovely page. Thank you so much for watching. As always, it's so good to be back to my studio. So good to be chatting with you. I've missed projects like that. I think I'm definitely not feeling the most comfortable, but this is exactly why I'm going to push myself and do it once more and once more, because I miss the mediums, I miss the coloring, I miss all of that. So it's great to just do something different for a change. So thank you so much. Have a beautiful, wonderful day, and I'll chat to you very soon. Bye for now. Bye bye.